Right, well, good evening, everyone, and a very, very warm welcome to our Wednesday night presentation call. And we are so excited to have our special guest on, Sara, and it really is absolutely epic this evening, because, as you know, we are showcasing every week one speaker each week from the conference coming up. And this week's speaker is our host from our regular Wednesday evening calls, Sara Mouhoun. And so we are so excited about that, and we just absolutely can't wait. So here we go. So without further ado, we're going to go straight into our presentation. So if we just hang on just a moment and yeah. Okay, and we're going to introduce the wonderful Paula, who does these presentations so well each week. And so, Paula, over to you to take us through the product.
Thank you, James, and thank you everyone for joining us this evening. As James said, my name is Paula, and I'm going to give you a very quick overview of our amazing Juice Plus products and tell you what makes them so fantastic. So basically, our Juice Plus products are the most researched nutritional products in the world. There's absolutely nothing that comes close to them. They've got over 40 gold standard clinical studies that back their outstanding health benefits. And they basically help to bridge the gap between what we are eating to keep healthy and what we should be eating. And you can see the basket here with the fruit and vegetables and the little bottles in there. And that's basically exactly what our main products are. Our premium capsules are made of fruits and vegetables. So we all know that the more fruits and vegetables we eat, the healthier we are. You only have to Google the health benefits of, broccoli and, oranges and any of those things that you see there, to know that they help to just keep us healthy. All different ones have got all different health benefits, and so we've got this amazing way of putting 30 raw fruits, vegetables and berries in capsules, so you're getting all those health benefits that you would be getting if you were eating them as raw, but in capsules, because it's so hard to get a wide range of fruits and vegetables, and that's probably why we don't get what we need to keep healthy, or they're too expensive, or it's not convenient. So this just makes it really easy, convenient, affordable, and just a really simple way of getting the nutrition that we need. So you can see, on the slide there's a few more bits and pieces about them, but they're all natural, they're herbicide and pesticide free. We've got farms all over the world growing our produce, and they're real fruits and vegetables, basically, and you get all the health benefits. And it's not only adults that can get the health benefits. We've got our amazing Healthy Starts for Families program, so children of all ages can get the same health benefits. So basically, we've had over 1.5 million families all over the world taking part in this program, when basically you buy the products that I've just been talking about, the premium capsules, the fruits and vegetables in capsules, and you're eligible to get absolutely free, like absolutely free, which is amazing in itself, either chewables or capsules for a child from the age of 4 up to the age of 21 if they're in full-time education. So the whole family can get the health benefits of having kale every day, and broccoli and spinach, and all those fruits and vegetables that help to keep us healthy. So we've had out of the 1.5 million families, we've had 96% of these families reporting positive health benefits, which is absolutely amazing. And you can see some of the benefits just there on the slide. I've been taking the products for nearly 8 years, and they give me so much more energy. I can't believe how much energy I've got compared to what I did 8 years ago and before. I feel better than what I did 20 years ago. My daughter hasn't had one day sick since she started them when she was 5. She's now 13, and I have not had a day sick, apart from a small little dose of COVID which was absolutely fine. So I know that there's strengthening my immune system. So go to the person who put you on the call this evening to ask about the science and the research and how they do benefit the health as well. We also have an amazing complete range, which I absolutely am addicted to, just like the capsules. But these are, what I would have for breakfast. I'd have a shake or a smoothie bowl. I'll also have the same for lunch because, as I said, I'm also addicted to them. I'm addicted to how amazing they make me feel. It's plant protein, 19 grams of plant protein, there's 17 of the fruits and vegetables, everything you need for a highly nutritious meal in the shakes. Also, we've got the bars and the soups. And you can have, as a really healthy breakfast, give you all that nutrition you need to keep you going for hours, give you that energy, knowing that you get, you're starting your day really healthy. You can have as a meal replacement, you can have pre and post workout, you can have if you're breastfeeding or if you're pregnant. So absolutely everybody can take them. And if you're wanting to lose weight, they're amazing because you can have as a healthy meal replacement, knowing that you're getting the nutrition and the energy you need. But you still can lose weight, and you can use them, as I said, for all those things. So that's the complete range. And then we've got our Perform, which is our newest addition to the Juice Plus family, which, as the name suggests, for people who like to go to the gym, go running, whatever you do for your exercise, and basically they really help to give you a better performance. You have more energy. They help to build muscle mass, and also they help with recovery as well. So less aches and pains after your exercise, more out of your exercise. Whereas Juice Plus is all about helping to have promote a healthy lifestyle. So you've got the whole range there to help you keep healthy. Whether you're a gym bunny, whether you just want to lose weight, whether you want to add weight, whether you just want to really boost your health, there's something for absolutely everyone. So that's me in a very, very short little kind of whiz through the products. Go to whoever put you on the call this evening and they'll give you a little bit more information on that. Thanks, James.
Wonderful, Paula. That I just never know how you manage that. You just do it so well. And what really shines through is your utter passion for the product. So
absolutely love them.
it all, doesn't it? Yeah. All right. Well, lovely. Let's move on now, and we're going to hear from Alicia. Alicia, if you're there. Thank you so much, Alicia, for coming on. Really do appreciate it. And we would love, Alicia, to hear your story about the product.
Yes.
My story or my,
Yeah, you just your story about the product. That'd be great. So where are you talking to us from tonight? Where are you?
I'm in Bristol in the UK.
Oh, nice. Good, good, good. Great. All right. I'd love to hear your story.
Well, I've been on the products about 4 years, I think. Yeah. I started on the fruits and vegetables just because I wanted a bit more nutrition. I was sick of feeling sick of like feeling coldy and just not great. Then I added the berries for my hair, skin and nails. And then I went on to the complete range because I decided to start working out, trying to get healthy, lose a bit of weight. Carry that on a couple of years. And I, about 8 months ago, had foot reconstructive surgery. So I couldn't put any weight on my foot. I couldn't really walk around, couldn't really do a lot. So I decided to double up on my capsules. My mum said the first couple of days when she saw me, I was very green, very pale, very sort of like the life had been sucked out of me. A couple of days later, 2 shakes a day, some easy pasta meals, doubled up on my capsules. I looked great, I looked better. My surgeon was very impressed with how well my foot had healed, and I've used products whether I've been like a gym bunny or whether I've just been going to it from work on an easy breakfast to take on the go. So yeah, that's just my very quick and easy story.
Great. Well, look, absolutely fantastic. I mean, the product is changing so many lives. What would you say to someone that's thinking, oh, I'm not quite sure whether I should be taking Juice Plus? What would you say to them?
Definitely take it, try it.
Yeah.
We've got the 4-month period, so you can see a difference in 4 months. You're definitely going to see a difference.
Yeah.
So just carry on taking it.
Great. Lovely. Thanks so much, Alicia. Really appreciate you coming on so much. Lovely. Okay. Thank you very much. And we're going to go on now. And we're going to go back into our presentation now. And we're going to introduce our great friend Howard, who is going to take us through a presentation about the business side. So we've seen the product side, and now let's look at how the business side works.
Thank you very much, James. A warm welcome to everybody on the call tonight, especially those people who are perhaps looking at this for the very, very first time. I first came across this way back in the early 1990s. The timing wasn't quite right for me, and I was reacquainted with both the product and the business in late 2013, and actually got involved around about 6 months later in about almost exactly 8 years ago. Things have changed an awful lot since then, and we are in a situation now where over 7,000 people are joining the Juice Plus business each and every month. Across that is across the Juice Plus world, numbering around 30 countries. Now, let's give some thought as to why that might be. Well, I don't need to tell any of you that health is pretty, high profile at the moment. It was prior to COVID. The reason for that is really, I suppose, quite obvious. You couldn't avoid by opening the newspaper or switching on the TV, the radio, or whatever, by being told this was good for you, this was bad for you. It was all a little bit confusing. What Juice Plus had not really discovered, but what they were really affirming to us was the fact that fruits, vegetables, and berries are key to the human condition. And they'd found a way of actually ensuring that, customers were able to receive almost more than they actually needed, but the exact amount of quality nutrition each and every day. Then COVID came along, and again, people's awareness of health has grown exponentially as a result. Throw into that the economic chaos that COVID has brought, and you've got a situation now. I mean, I heard today that supermarket prices have increased or increasing more than they have done at any stage in the last 11 years. I don't need to tell any of you how much fuel is now, or the price of energy. Everything is going up, 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 and wages, they aren't even in the same sport, let alone the same ballpark, to quote an old film. It really is, for people to actually just keep pace, they're having to look at other alternatives of bringing money into the household. Not they necessarily will do anything about it, but they're open to that idea. So that is why we're welcoming so many new partners. Let's move on. And what they're very quickly able to discover is there's not one, not two, not three, but 4 ways of making money, making an income with Juice Plus. Now, I've only got time to talk to you about one. Now, everybody starts on the left-hand side, or you can't actually see it, actually, the left-hand side of that graph as a partner. And with help with there you go, as a partner. With help with training and with encouragement, you can hop, you can walk, you can run, or you can fly up to the top on the right-hand side there. And if you reach that pinnacle position of Presidential Marketing Director Plus, you will pick up along the way nearly £120,000 worth of bonuses. Factor also the other 3 ways that you can make money, commissions and so on, those earnings compare very favorably with top executive positions in the corporate world. And yet you don't have a boss looking over your shoulder setting you targets. You have your foot on the accelerator, your hand on the throttle. You go as quickly or as slowly as you want or as life allows you to go. Okay, so that flexibility and that lack of pressure is really, really attractive, to say nothing of the earnings potential there. So let's move on again. So how soon can you actually start making money with Juice Plus? The answer is straight away. What I discovered was that you actually get paid for your own usage. How cool is that? And it's not surprising, therefore, that people find that, there may be family members, work colleagues, friends, and so forth, who would be interested in joining you on a health journey, not least of all at the moment. And therefore, it's not uncommon for those figures to be achieved and even superseded. Yeah. And very, very often people who join in their very first month, they're able to make that first step up the ladder. And that attracts a bonus of £80. And if you add in the commissions, that's probably going to around about double that. So £150, £160 in your first month. And that's more than covered your investment, which I forgot to tell you is £50. £50 to get involved. You have your own e-commerce website. You have your own back office. and you have the support of a whole host of people who have a vested interest in your success. You're in business for yourself, but you'll never, ever by yourself. So that's where we are at the moment. Let's have a look at where we're going. And we have here a map of the Juice Plus world. Now, the orange countries, and not surprisingly, North America, that's pretty well covered. It's an American company, no surprise there. So America, Canada, and most recently, Mexico are all where Juice Plus are there. In Europe, almost the same story. We've recently gone into Portugal and the Czech Republic. There are 1 or 2 gaps in Eastern Europe, but Europe is pretty well covered as well. In Asia, we landed in the UAE, and that was used as a springboard to go into the other markets. And so far, we've landed in Singapore and Malaysia. And in the far right-hand corner there, you've got Australia and New Zealand. But guys, you're probably thinking, what about the rest? Yeah, what about the rest? That's all to come. South America, Africa, and Asia, we've hardly started. 6 out of the top 10 most populated countries are in Asia, 9 out of the top 15. Now, do you think out of those 3.5 to 4 billion, with a B, billion people, there may be people who have health concerns, just like you and I do. There may be people who have financial concerns, just like you and I do, and may be open to looking at a secondary, developing a secondary form of income, which could grow and become a primary form of income. These markets haven't been touched yet. The plans are in place. The expansion will happen. And the question you have to ask yourselves is a very simple one. How big a part do I want to play? The flexibility is there. The timing is right. Just have to go for it, guys. I'll leave you with those thoughts. Thanks very much.
Thank you very, very much, Howard. That was truly inspiring. And every time I watch this, I just think to myself, my goodness, the opportunity we have here is absolutely unquestionable and unparalleled. So, really, it's always looking at it from the standpoint of, wow, this is just the beginning. So hugely exciting. Thank you very much. All right, so let's move to our special guest now. So Sara, our VIP guest and our speaker from the conference. So, I mean, for some people, they don't know you and everything, but I know that you are, I've got a little bit of a thing here I'm going to read about you. I know you are your mother.
Thank you.
I think you've been in the Juice Plus business now for
5
years? 6 years?
No.
Yeah, 6 years now, yeah.
Sorry, we got some people here that, 6 years. 6 years, that's amazing. And you are now a national marketing director, of course. You work the business around being a full-time mummy. And your top key to success is consistency and mindset training. And I think for anyone that follows you on social media, we would see that all the time. That sort of laser focus and that incredible ability you've got to organize yourself and move yourself forward all the time. But would you please start with telling us your story? We'd love to hear how you got into Juice Plus. How did this all start?
Oh, thank you so much for having me on the call tonight. And it's really strange because obviously I am usually I kept wanting to unmute myself and thank everyone for speaking.
I know.
A little bit weird, but thank you for having me on. So I won't go into my story too much. I will just say that before I found Juice Plus, I've got an accountancy background. And after having my first child, I went straight back to studying. I went straight back to work. Harry was very young. I'm pretty sure it was before his first birthday or just after. And I was that mum who would be rushing out the door at, 7 a.m, dropping Harry to his nursery or to his grandparents. Then, he'd be crying, I'd be crying. I remember it like it was yesterday. I'd rush off to work and spend all day there. Then in the evenings, I'd be at college or I'd be studying. And by the time I got home, it just felt like it wasn't much of a quality of life. But, I had this bigger vision about, a great career and being successful, which has always been a big vision of mine. And the nursery fees were obviously absolutely ridiculous because I was still studying. By the time we paid the nursery fees, I think I was probably out of pocket being back at work. But I needed the experience to run alongside my qualifications. Fast forward a little while after that, my son received an autism diagnosis. I started suffering with some quite bad health conditions as well, and then I was signed off work. So I found myself in this situation where my whole life had just been turned upside down. You know, it felt like my career, my health, everything had just gone so dramatically downhill in such a short space of time. And I was also in a lot of debt from when I was younger, and I just had no way of paying it back. And I was also suffering really badly with depression and anxiety at the time. And that just sort of went on for a bit of a vicious cycle for a few years. And then I did come across Juice Plus online. And I say to so many people, and I'm constantly posting it, that Juice Plus changed my life. And people think it sounds so dramatic and so cheesy. But honestly, it did. You know, the financial benefits of this business are obviously incredible. My partner had no work throughout the whole of COVID, and we survived solely on my income, you know, that done everything for our family. But for me, I feel like I've got myself back, I've got my confidence back, I've built an amazing business, I've made some incredible friends, and I'm just forever grateful to the Juice Plus company and what it's done for me and my family.
Well, you know, what a story, what an incredible story. And you know, I know that when I first came to your event, which was in where in Islington, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And I just looked at the way it was all organized and the way you were taking responsibility for everything, and how you just created this wonderful event, and how all the products were there and everything was organized and the food was there. And I thought, you know what, I just thought, I don't think you were NMD at that point, but I just thought to myself, this woman is going NMD. I just knew it. And so, but I think a lot of people would want to know a little bit more about how you actually got going, because, you know, a lot of people say, well, fine, okay, yes, she was an accountant, or she had an accountancy background, but how did she actually start doing this? What did you do? How did you ever get going? A lot of people would say, oh, I couldn't possibly do that, I wouldn't know what to do. So how did you get in your head what you had to do, and how did you start?
I won't lie, I was petrified. I was that person that for 8 months was going backwards and forwards, messaging someone saying, okay, I'm going to sign up this week, and then just not doing it because I was that scared. I cannot stress enough how little confidence I had. I was so severely depressed and on antidepressants at the time that there was honestly weeks where I couldn't leave the house. I couldn't even take Harry to school or nursery at the time. And so for me to start something like this was just really scary. But I think you get to a point, you know, where you just think, I can't carry on like this forever. Something has to give and something has to change. And I'd been observing for all that time and watching people in the Juice Plus business, and they look so happy and vibrant and healthy, and they look like they're having fun, and I knew they were making money, and I was seriously intrigued. So I think one day I just had a sod-it moment, and I signed up to the business and the products on the same day. And I think I just really, like, for me, I did build my business on excitement. From the minute I tried the products, I loved them. I was losing weight on the shakes, I was feeling incredible. But for me, when I added in the premium capsules, you know, I'm very careful, don't make medical claims, of course, but I've been trying to come off of my antidepressants for years unsuccessfully. And you know, I wasn't expecting it either. I just tried the capsules because everyone was raving about them. And within, I think, you know, a couple of months, I had come off of my antidepressants. But more importantly for me, my whole life I'd been anemic and had low iron. I think that had a knock-on effect with everything else. And within, you know, I think maybe 6 to 8 weeks of being on the premium capsules, I was up and I was able to go for a walk and then go to the gym. And it's just that cycle. You feel better, you look better, you get out more, you're doing more stuff. And I think that's the whole accumulation of it that changed everything for me. But, you know, in a nutshell, how I started, and I think that's pretty much, you know, what I recommend to everybody is, first and foremost, get on the products. You will love them. You need to have your own product journey, and that doesn't mean weight loss. You know, it could be energy, like I said, it could be your skin, it could be your hair, it could be your nails. But for me, I seriously blog that every single week. I think people will probably sit to the back left. I was like, I lost £2 this week and I had pizza on Saturday, but I'm feeling really great. And I think when people really watch your journey and they feel a part of it, that's where I built my customer base, and then that's where I started building my team. So just get started, get on the products, share your journey, and just go all out.
Fantastic. Now, Sara, you're speaking at the conference. So this is incredible. You are speaking at Excel in front of hundreds, if not thousands of people on stage. I don't want to say too much about it because you go, no, I'm not going to do it. I know you are doing it. And it is absolutely fantastic. So can you tell us a little bit about what you are going to be speaking about?
Oh God, I can't actually say too much about what I'm gonna. I know, it's very, very hush hush at the moment, but I will just say on the topic of conventions, and I suppose what I could say is just maybe talking a little bit about things that may have held you back from the business or in the business, and how you've overcome those things. I could give that little bit of a teaser, I think.
Well, that is yes.
Yeah.
And how long were you on for?
Just a few minutes. There's 5 of us, and we're all doing a few minutes each. So yeah, it's nerve-wracking, but also really exciting. But it's also nice to think when I do things like this, it always makes me look back and really appreciate what business has done for me. Because as I said, 6 years ago, if you would have said to me that I would speak on a stage in front of thousands of people, there's no way. I probably wouldn't have signed up to
No. Well, I mean, it just shows, doesn't it? And I think one of the greatest things about our business is the recognition, and the personal development growth and everything like that. So look, just finishing off, Sara, can you just give us a few tips that you would recommend to people? Because you are, I feel, a very successful person. From the word go, you can be successful.
Yeah, that's right. I've done it.
Sorry about that.
Anyway, so me and Tim are. We still see each other. No, it's not. It's not like that. No.
It sounded like someone was having a relationship conversation then. Did you hear that? I think they got their phone on and they were like an agony aunt scenario. Anyway, so Sara, just give us a little bit of a few tips.
Okay. Perfect. I've got a few written down, but I'll be as quick as I can because I don't want to keep you very long.
We've got a couple of minutes. Go on. We could really value what you have to say.
Perfect. So the first one, and it's going to sound like maybe a bit of a strange one, but is expect to fail, and expect to fail a lot. And I think failing has such a negative emotion attached to it, and nobody wants to fail at anything. But if you don't fail, it means that you're just not even trying anything. So just don't be disappointed when things don't go your way. You need to get up, suck it up, and just get on with it and keep going and be relentless. And I think not just in Juice Plus, but in life in general, when you have that attitude, like there'll be times when you maybe miss a promotion, when you don't get the team member, when someone leaves. This is going to happen throughout the Juice Plus journey, and it took me a long time to get over that. But I think when you have that, right, let's keep going, let's go again, and every single time something doesn't go your way, you will just come back stronger. And then number 2 would be, it is 80% mindset in our business, and you will hear that all the time. It took me a long time to take that on board, but you have to do your self-development every day. I won't go into it too much, but I'm massive on this. And how you show up means absolutely everything. It's the difference between whether you're going to get that new client or not. It's the difference between whether you're going to get that team member, whether you're going to support your team to their promotions. Is going to be how you're showing up every single day. So work harder on yourself than you do on your business. Number 3 is just to learn everything as much as you possibly can. When you start your Juice Plus business, you have started a new career and you've started a new business, and you need to educate yourself. You wouldn't go and say, I'm going to be a hairdresser today, and you've never done any research or any training on it. So, you need to be reading the right books and learning about what network marketing actually is, how to do it and how to be successful with it, and listen to things all day as well. I literally have YouTube videos on from the minute I wake up in the morning. I do all morning, I'm listening to motivational videos, and then all day long when I'm in the car, I'm listening to podcasts. So I'm constantly educating myself and getting new tips and learning new things about the business.
And just quickly before you move on with that, some people would say, well, look, we'd love some tips on stuff that you're listening to. I mean, what are you listening to right now? Not to interrupt you, but I know that's what people
No, that's fine. So I would say in the mornings, I'm more of a, I want to be really sort of hyped up. So I listen to, in the morning at the moment, my favourite is probably Les Mills. He's very
Les Mills.
Yeah, he's probably my favourite. I'm getting a bit upset because I think I know all of his videos or all of his speeches off by heart now. But he's really inspirational, and that's sort of, for me, that's what I want to be doing in the morning, is being uplifted and motivated. You know, a few others are Ed Milet, Jim Rohn, Tony Robbins, and I sort of go through different stages. But at the moment, Les Brown, or God, I can't even remember what I said. Les Brown, Les Mills at the moment. Those are definitely my favourites for first thing in the morning. Les Mills, no, it's not. It's Les Brown. Howard, ignore me. It's been a long day. Is it Les Brown or Les Mills? Because I'm going to second guess myself.
Oh, no,
I'm actually going to look at
Les Brown. Yeah.
Yeah, is it? I don't know. I'm looking on
Okay.
YouTube. Yeah, it's Les Brown. It's Les Brown. There we go. Well done. Thank you, Howard. Number 4 is just to stay close to the fire. Be on all the calls, get to all the events. It's going to keep you inspired. It's going to keep you motivated, and will really keep you on track. I think on this number 3, which was just to really stay close to your upline and take on board all of the advice that they give you. They are there to help you. They're there to support you and motivate you. I have never really had an upline in business, and it's one of the things that I'm really gutted. I really wish I had that support there.
I'm awfully sorry to say that's the thing that's made you strong.
Do you think so?
Oh, yeah, no question. No question.
Yeah.
No question. You made you a complete self-starter.
Oh, thank you. I think, you know, a lot of people, I don't know, maybe can't take on criticism. That was me for a really long time, or just advice, not even, you know, if it's constructive criticism. But, you know, if there was people in the business, say, for instance, yourself, James, or Damien, or Lauren, or, you know, whoever it was, and they said to me, Sara, go and do this, it's working for me, I would go and do that. So I just think, you know, if your upline is recommending something to you, go and give it a go. It might not work for you, but always try it and see how you get on. And then the last but not least is just to believe in yourself. No one is going to do it for you, and don't allow self-doubt and negative opinions to creep in. That's why I do so much self-development every single day, because it's so easy to fall in that trap of, you know, if you're not having a great time, you might think, I can't do this, I'm not going to be successful. So you need to be able to pick yourself up and push yourself forward every single day. There's always going to be people that tell you that it can't be done, you're not going to make it, that, you know, I still get it now, 6 years into the business. I still get it from family. I still get it from friends. It's really frustrating. But you know what? They don't pay your bills. This business will. This business has changed my life, and it can definitely do the same for you. And, you know, I think you just need to wake up every single day and visualize yourself walking across the stage at the next convention as a national marketing director or a presidential marketing director. And I promise you, I do that every single morning without fail. And I have a belief in my mind so strong that it doesn't matter how long it takes me, I will be a presidential marketing director, and I will be whatever it takes. And like I said, this business can change everybody's life. You just need to believe in yourself, get to work, and make it happen.
Well, really, what more can we say? I mean, that's spectacular. Sara, I mean, we are going to be in the front row clapping you all the way. You are such an inspiration to so many people. And we are so grateful that you are on this call tonight. And we are so excited to see you shine, but also to be applauded on May the 21st at the Excel.
Thank you so much. I can't wait to see everyone. I'm excited. It's like 17 days to go. Not that
17 days of mega excitement, but we can't wait. But thank you, everyone, so much. Thank you, Sara. Thank you, Howard. Thank you, Alicia. Thank you so much, Paula. It's been a wonderful, wonderful evening. Obviously, it's been recorded. And let me just tell you that on one of the calls coming up before the conference, we have Katie Ravey.
Woohoo! Yeah. Sorry, I was on mute.
For those of you who don't know who Katie Ravey is, basically Katie Ravey is the person who started the huge growth in the UK about 10 years ago. So she's a gem. Anyway, she'll be on in a couple of weeks' time. But anyway, thank you everyone so much for joining us, and thank you particularly for Sara. And we will see everyone soon. Thank you so much.
Cheers, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.